Oh, good morning everyone. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. We had an absolutely awesome one. It's a lovely day today, but it is that time of year where we do our maintenance of the heat pump water heater. That's this thing out here. Okay, you do have to maintain them, and you can do the maintenance by yourself. It's easy to do, and we're going to get stuck into it. Okay, on this page here they have the regular maintenance. Okay, open the drain port of the water heater, drain out the water in the inner tank, and if needed use water to wash the inner tank several times and clear deposits. Close the drain, refill the... Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now, why are we going to do that? Because it looks after the it drains any rubbish out of the inner tank and keeps the heater performance up to where it should be. Now, to do that job we just need a socket. This is, whoops, screwdriver's running away. This is the bottom drain plug, what it looks like. This is a brand new one. They are pre-sealed, and you're going to need a hex wrench, one of these. In my case it's this one here, I think. Yep, it's that one, which is a 10mm. Alright, and basically what we do is we shut off the water supply going into the tank. Okay, there's the drain plug down the bottom. We release the pressure that's in the tank. There it goes. We just lift this pressure relief valve up, and we undo that bottom plug and then lift the pressure relief valve up, let the tank drain. Then we put the plug in loosely, run fresh water in, rinse it a couple of times, put the bottom plug back in and refill the tank with this open so that gets all the air out. I'll show you that later. And then stage 2 of the maintenance we do this one more regular. You need a Phillips screwdriver. Undo that screw there, slip the top off, and there's a pre-filter in there because these are basically an air conditioner working to heat the water. Okay, I'll take you through it step by step, but very simple maintenance, preventive maintenance, which will increase the life of your heat pump water heater by many years. Alright, let me get the draining started. Okay, so before you start, make sure you turn your system off, okay, at the off switch. Now I've already loosened this, so we just take this bung out. Now this water's basically, and I've had a shower this morning, but we turned the heater off already. And you take the bung out and look at the state of that water. Okay, look at that. That's in the bottom of your tank, and that's why you do it. Okay, you open the top valve and you fully drain all that rubbish out of your tank. This is very important maintenance. Now we do this once a year. Alright, I'll come back when it's all drained. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to drain, you saw the amount of rubbish that come out of it. Now here's the old bottom with the seal, and you can see this rubber seal is actually destroyed. Now if you don't have a new one, okay, You could just use thread tape or sealer on that, alright, and it would work just as good. Okay, but I happen to have another new one here. So we're going to plonk that one in after I've drained the tank, and you can see that water's quite hot out of there, even though we turned it off at about 6 o'clock this morning and we both had showers. So when that finishes draining, I'll come back and show you how we flush, and then we'll move on to the top of the water heater and show you what we do up there. Okay, so that's done. So what I do now is I turn the water inlet on. I still leave this top valve open, alright, and I get the drain plug. Just give me the old one, love, and I need the spanner, not the spanner, the hex wrench. Thanks, love. Ziggy's good. And we just put that in there loosely, just finger tight. Okay, leave the top, it's very important to leave the top valve open, okay, because you've got to let the air out as well. And we just let that run for 10 minutes. You know, it'll probably get quite a lot of water in it by then, and then we drain it for a second time, and that flushes the inside of the tank right out. Now you see how much rubbish was in there. Okay, that's 12 months worth of rubbish, and we're on a normal town water supply here. It's not tank water or dam water. This is a town water supply, and you're seeing how much rubbish, and oh, it looked disgusting, and that's why we drink filtered water here in this town. This water used to be beautiful, and still they added chemicals and other crap to it, and now everyone in town drinks filtered water. Anyway, that's beside the point. So you leave that top open, and after 10 minutes we'll repeat, and I'll show you that, and then we'll move on to servicing the head of the unit. Okay? Alright, there we go. The tank's full. We turn the tap off again. Now if you don't have one of those taps, you have to go all the way up the front. Hopefully your installer installed a tap. We unscrew this again, and the water that comes out this time should be a damn lot cleaner. Oh, that was still pretty dirty. There we go. We're opening the second one as well now. This hot water service has got 2 pressure relief valves on it. Lovely job. And that's basically it. Alright, I'll put in the new fitting. Now you don't never over tighten these because they've already got a rubber seal on them. If you over tighten them, you destroy the rubber seal and they will leak. And that goes for all brands that have got a plug like this on it. But it doesn't matter the brand of heat pump you want. This one's great. It's sold by eSolar, and it's been absolutely fantastic. It's very energy efficient. But it doesn't matter what brand of heat pump you got. You need to do this yearly maintenance on the tank itself, okay? Because you've seen how much rubbish gets in there. It's absolutely incredible. Alright, I'll come back when we start this top tank maintenance. Okay, so we're finished with the top. I shut that valve off. That'll stop dribbling in a minute. I removed the screw out of the top. Now while I think about it, what I do is I grab a can of WD-40, CRC, whatever brand you wish to use. Now these have just been in the water. So I spray them down inside the socket as well. I need 2 amps for that. I'll do that off camera, but just give your tools a quick spray and they won't rust, because these are notorious for rusting, especially if you've just got them covered in water. Basically all you want to do is put an oil film back on them before you put them away again, and then they'll be in as new a condition as when you need them next. Okay, I'll get started on the top of the tank. Back in a minute. Okay, so you're going to have to open this up. Now I tried to open it by hand. The only way to do it is to get a screwdriver and just give it a little tap, and then it should just come off. Alright. Can I have the camera, love? Thank you. Alright, so this looks pretty good in here, as you can see. But you can see all the dust and dirt over the filter. The filter just basically lifts straight out, and I give it to my Ziggy and she will just go and yeah, whack the lid just on here, love, and she'll just go and hose that all out. We drop that back in. Alright, so providing you do all that maintenance, which isn't much, once a year. We check our screen twice a year, the screen at the top, because we live in a country town. But if you live in a nice clean city, then you might not need to do that. But look, if you look after these heat pumps, check your sacrificial anode, and you're off grid like we are, so your power supply is really smooth, it's beautiful, instead of all over the place like the grid power we've got here. These things will last you an incredibly long time. Absolute incredibly long time. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this little maintenance video. Keep safe everyone. I hope you have a fantastic new year.